If the number one leadership competency of the future was time management, would you go to a seminar called Unleash Your Time Management Skills? It's absurd, right? Would you go to a seminar called Unleash Your Interpersonal Skills? Or Unleash Your Ability to Fly a Helicopter? Okay? The idea that those skills could just be unleashed is ridiculous. Yet we'll all shell out great money to be able to go to a seminar called Unleash Your Creative Potential, right? And here's what these seminars are like, because I've attended these before back in my General Mills days. So people sit down, I'll pretend like I'm sitting down because you won't be able to see me, I'm short anyway, and they cross their arms and they say, okay, make me creative. Right? They're just sitting back there and they're waiting for someone that's going to say something magical or wave some kind of wand, and then all of a sudden they're going to become creative. And that's the way we've been thinking about creativity. Now, I will compare to some of those other things that I talked about. Creativity is a little bit different. I think we've all been in teams or situations where our creativity is encouraged, right? And other places where it's discouraged. And so you feel more creative in some places than others. But really all that's doing when we're talking about unleashing is saying of the creative potential that you have, of your creative ability, we're just encouraging you to use more of it. But it's not actually building your creativity. The other thing is there's lots of books out there with all these creative exercises that you can learn how to do. And I used to give speeches on these, and I would check with my clients a year later, and I said, how's that going with the exercise? Because they were really excited about it. What do you suppose I heard? We don't use them. You're too busy. You don't have time to go through some binder or some book to come up with some idea. The other part is I want you to think about creative exercise books are to creativity what joke books are to humor. So if you read a joke and people laugh, you're funny for that moment, but are you any funnier as a person? You put that joke book back on the shelf, you're the same old boring person you were before you got it out. Same thing with a creative exercise book. You do a creative exercise, you may come up with an idea if you're lucky to use the right one, but you're no more creative as a person. So the holy grail here, the real thing to go after is how do you actually build your creativity? Not unleash it, but how do you actually build it?